All right, we have a follow-up tonight. Back in December, our 4 Investigates team told you about what Albuquerque's Animal Welfare Department called a unique pet adoption that broke the city's own rules. We've since learned the city's Inspector General's office launched its own inquiry based on our report and has stepped in to make sure the adoption stays unique. 4 Investigator Matt Grubbs has this update.
Should the city of Albuquerque's Animal Welfare Department have adopted out this dog, an unspayed female Belgian Malinois, to an Albuquerque police officer who asked for special treatment? According to the city's top watchdog, no way. That's one of the findings of an Inspector General's investigation based on our December report. The city also found the shelter manager took the officer's request straight to Director Carolyn Ortega, who specifically okayed it.
It was the perfect storm.
But there is no perfect storm exception to the Humane and Ethical Animal Regulations and Treatment, or HART ordinance. And despite the director's claim in December,
and it was not about showing preference. You know, he is an APD officer and he is a city employee.
The report says that's exactly what it was about. Quote, "If you're asking, would I do this for somebody else, the answer would be no, I would not," said the shelter manager. There are 2 issues the Inspector General's report did not address. First, it didn't say that the Inspector General looked into why the APD officer had a second person ID in the animal welfare system that had a second intact permit for a male Belgian Malinois. It also doesn't look like the Inspector General forwarded the report to APD. The adopter, APD Sergeant Jason Saavedra, told us he had not bred and would not breed the 2 dogs. He told a city inspector the same thing. The other unaddressed issue, the second ID and second intact permit for a second dog, that male Belgian Malinois, was the thing that got Director Carolyn Ortega closest to second-guessing her decision to disregard city law back in December.
That does bother me. I didn't know that till after the fact.
While just 2 high-level Animal Welfare Department employees were implicated in the report, the Inspector General suggested, and the department agreed, to educate and retrain all staff on the HART ordinance and the Employee Code of Conduct. Matt Grubbs, 4 Investigates.
Albuquerque Police did not respond to our inquiries about whether the adoption violated any department standards, and nobody was available to comment this afternoon.